Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to Your Beauty, what they think of your beauty. Pal 2, Pal 4, Pal 8. It doubles. Timestamps are in the description box below for your reading. I will see you there. We'll find out what your beauty is, what they think of it, all the good stuff. Prepare to be gushed at. Gush, 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 gush on you. All over. I'll see you in your pile. Bye. Bam. Pile 8. You know your pile 8, right? I'm gonna put this number right here where it shines like you do. Okay. Your beauty is coming through in the cards of rest, sync with the moon, which is cool. Give your relationship a chance in reverse, building blocks in reverse, power in reverse, fulfillment in reverse. Okay. Your beauty comes from your struggles. Right? We'll probably get into some physical beauty. I'm seeing you have nice arms. It's true. You have nice arms. Like maybe you have a nice wrist, or your skin on your arms is nice, or you have scars, markings, tattoos on your arms that tell a story and mean something. Essentially, like that also still speaks to your beauty. It feels like the more people know you, the more beautiful they see you. You feel me? Like the more people know you, the more they see what you've been through, know your story, the more that sort of like reveals itself, the more stunning and shiny you are. Right? All of a sudden, that mark on your arm, now it just means something because they know the story behind that mark. That tattoo on your wrist or your shoulder or your arm, now it's no longer just sort of something pretty or a decoration that gets erased in the mind. It's something that means something, right? They now have eyes to actually identify it when they see it because of them knowing a lot more of your story and like where that comes from and the depth essentially that you have, right? So I think your body carries a lot of story to it. And also really how you present to people, 333, is beautifully. You present well, you show up with your hair done, your clothes making sense, for your body type and for who you are, right? It looks good, it's unassuming, it's kind of humble and low key. So classic. And maybe also, I would also, maybe not so classic. I think it's classic, but there's also some quirk to it. Like you have a unique style that is very you. People look at something and go, oh, that's very Pal 8. It's so you. You would wear that. A lot of times, sometimes we don't realize our own style, but others do. Like I went out shopping once with my sibling and they showed me a shirt and I was like, you literally have 4 of these. And they were like, no, I don't. I don't have this. And when we went home, that's the first time they saw that, oh, wow, I see what you're saying. I have something like this, but the collar is like droopy. I have something like this, but the collar is a V-neck. I have something like this, but it doesn't have 2 buttons. It has one. Whereas to us, we're looking at like the whole thing and saying like, you have like 7 of those, right? So sometimes when it's us in those shoes, we don't realize we have a style. Like for me, when it comes to nail polish, I love pink. I don't have the same shade of pink, but I have adjacent shades. Like they're so close. Anybody looking at them would go, "That's the same fucking color, Luz." And I'd be like, "No, this is lighter. This is slightly darker. This is a shade towards like it's a whole thing." Um, I feel like if you like you have a certain feminineness to your style too. Whether you are a masculine identifying person or you have more masculine energy as a person or whatever, there is a lot of like femininity to you. So either maybe your hair is longer, or even if it's shorter, there's just something about your vibe. Maybe your clothes are more flowy, or even when they're fitted, there's a certain cut to it that not screams femininity, but it just sort of essentially it's a vibe of like invitingness. There's a warmth to it. So if it's not your clothing, which nah, baby, I feel like you probably wear like bracelet, bangles, earrings, something that makes you that has a softer touch to it, maybe even like softer fabrics or something like that, a style of more flowy but also fitted, something, baby girl. I call everybody girl, but there's definitely some feminine elements to your style that make you more warm and welcoming. So either way, you have a warm, welcoming vibe, right? You have a warm, welcoming vibe that adds to your beauty, and this is how people see that. The way you present has a certain femininity to it that make people want to talk to you. You're probably someone who people just start talking to, and you're like, why? It's because of this sort of like innate, primal, like signals, like feminine signals that you're sending. Either you have like, I don't know, but there's just something about you that is warm and inviting, right? And that's sort of like a, I mean, yeah, that's it's on the feminine spectrum, like warmth and okay, um, there's something people admire about you again, right? That whole story coming through here of um I think your strength in yourself shows through your posture and your posturing and your posturation. And I'm not sure if that's a word, but how you carry yourself. Like you may say, "Oh, I don't like my arms," or "Oh, I don't like my whatever." Like I don't know if that's a thing, but you don't maybe say it out loud. Like you present confidently. Listen, you don't let people close to you. You're also mysterious. And that I think is actually a little bit of a feminine quality as well, and also quite masculine. I think masculine can have a bit of like a standoffish. I don't know why that's coming in my head, but this is more so, yeah, a little bit standoffish, but it's in a way of like, there's like a hand up, like, no, like you go so far, right? You'll be polite, you'll be kind, you'll be gentle, but you have a stop. And the way you communicate that or the way that comes across, people know that, oh, this is a stop, this is like a boundary or a line for this person. Um, and yeah, I mean, I think that adds to this mysteriousness about you, that adds to people wanting to know more about your story and who you are, because you maybe don't share as much, or you just, oh, I think you're also hidden. Like maybe the hermit would have come out here, or the high priestess would have come out here, possibly the moon, four of cups. I didn't pull any tarot, that's crazy. But yeah, I feel like you have a hidden aspect to you. I think you do genuinely. I think you do hide like your scars. It's interesting. They're out on display in a way, like people can see them when they see them when you're vulnerable. Maybe they'll see them and go, "Oh, what's that?" or wonder what that is. But I feel like you still sort of hide them even if you're hiding them in plain sight. You feel me? I think your beauty is also in your exclusivity. Have I said that? I feel like I have. I feel like I have, but I haven't said it, but I've said it. Like your beauty being in your exclusivity. Um, and I think, I'm not just going to say you've had a glow up 10/10, but I feel like I don't know. I don't know how to say it. With building blocks, this is perhaps your values have changed and it's time to strengthen your convictions and let go of things that no longer serve the vision of you have for your life. So yeah, um, there's like either the things that you've been through have changed you, which yes, but it's almost like really inspiring. Like we opened up this reading with saying, for people to see someone who's been through what you've been through, or someone who's going through actively what you're going through, and you still have a sense of graceness and poise. But I also feel like you've changed. And the people that know you see that you've changed and they respect it. There's a respect there of, okay, Paul A like has gone through some things, and it doesn't have to be the worst things. It could just be, maybe you've become a parent, or maybe you've entered into a relationship and now you've changed, and or maybe you've got a promotion and now you've changed. How you carry yourself has changed. Or maybe you lost a job and are doing some other things and people are saying, wow, you've changed. Maybe some life circumstances have happened. It doesn't have to be negative or positive. But they've happened enough where people can see like, wow, you've changed. Like you've changed. How you talk, how you present, how you are present to dynamics, you've changed. And there's something about that is beautiful for the new people coming into your world, and the older people who can recognize those changes and see them as, a thing. They can see like you're no longer who you kind of were, like something's different about you. And that's a part of like your beauty, what people are thinking about your beauty. And if it's people who view you romantically, you've changed in the course of the dynamics that they've known you in, right? You've changed. I think you're maybe even a little more quiet, but also not. I think when you engage, but you're not saying too much about anything too deeply until you do. I think you've removed or are removing a lot of rotten pieces in your life, and hence those boundaries, right? Like hence that line that you're able to sort of stand at and say no. Or even with yourself, right? Like how people it can't be someone else encroaching on your boundaries. It could also be you encroaching on your own, right? Maybe your habits have changed, where rather than participating in slandering someone or whatever, slandering yourself, you kind of stop and are a little bit more graceful with other people and yourself. Maybe even when it comes to like food and eating habits and physical discipline, you've changed in those aspects where you can say, you know what, no, I think I've had enough, or yeah, I will have this over that, or yeah, something like that. Like I just feel like how the journey you've taken is very much what makes you even more beautiful and attractive, quite honestly. Like definitely attractive and inspiring in ways that you don't understand. Power and fulfillment here showing up in the reverse. What is happening? My God. Okay, we got rituals going on here. Oops. You guys saw some apple bottoms? Yeah, I think you've even for some of you've probably become a lot more open with people who are in your close circle. And I think that's also the change that they've noticed, that you've become a lot more open about maybe your opinions, your experiences, your thoughts. And that is sort of making you, I don't know, there's something about respect, right? Like there's a little bit more respect towards your opinion, and maybe that's you standing up for yourself and people can see that. But in a way that is, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, when it comes to sort of like romantic interests, their beauty in you is you're okay with saying sorry. Even just people in your life, baby girl. I covered a girl, but like I'm just gonna say, like even with people in your life, you're okay with saying sorry. You're okay with seeing your mistakes and moving forward. Like it's very impressive that you go against the grain. Like you will defend yourself, blah blah blah, but you'll also apologize if you see the need to. your power to you has a lot more, there it is, the feminine quality of power. It's not this masculine holding type thing. It's the essence of I don't care. That's like the feminine power in a way. It's that energy of flow. It's that energy of, oh well, if not today, maybe tomorrow. Of like taking it in and being at ease. Right? That ease. Where if you don't get something, it doesn't piss you off as much as it used to or would a normal person. For you, that beauty that lies with you is the beauty of, well, like seeing things in a lot more of a positive way, like power, energy, power and strength and command doesn't mean a masculine way of force or pushing or yang action energy. For you're at ease, right? Like it can come to you and you can go to it, but in more of a flowy type of way. It's a lot more receptive. I want to say passive, but it's a lot more receptive, and you still get what you want without that. So others may go, oh, didn't you have to do this, this, and this? And maybe you did, but there's something here about you also having this graceful sort of elegance, is what I'm going to say. Because that's where that classic look was coming from. Of when you get something or when you want something, you don't have to yell about it. You don't have to scream about it. You can be calm and yield the same results as somebody who may yell and scream, except your results came with ease. Your results came with a lot more willingness from the opposing, if there is any opposing energies. And I think you have more realistic expectations of what fulfillment is for you and your world. I think you have a lot more realist, like you're actually maybe more of a realist in certain ways than people who call themselves realists. Lots of people who call themselves realists are actually just pessimists in disguise, baby. Okay, let's talk about it. I think you have a lot more of like a actual realistic perspective on things, and you create what you want. Like you're not bulldozed by your experiences. You are taking your experiences and saying, this is what I experienced and this is what I want for my future. What I've experienced is not going to negatively dictate my future. It's going to instead positively drive me towards what I want. So that's a beautiful thing, and that's your beauty, my friend. Keep your light on. Good luck. Leave me a comment in the comment box. I want you to type 333 because I feel like that's such, I don't know, 3 is such a masculine but also such like a feminine receptive energy because it's open. So if this resonated with you, 333. If you want more of this energy, is what's something that you're turning into, going towards, and 333, baby. All right, I'll see you. Bye. Hey there, Pal 3. Pal 2. Hey there, Pal 2. We're going to be looking at what your beauty is, what people would say your beauty is, or what, like, draws people to you, Like, oh, my God. All right. What draws people to you, what they think your beauty is, or what your beauty might be. We'll see what Spirit has to say here about that. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this reading for you. I may shuffle off camera just to get the majority of the cards out, but actually so far I think we're doing quite well with me just sort of stalling and talking to you, and here we are. We're good. We're Gucci gravy. I'm hearing, I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you. And I will not let go till you tell me, 'cause baby, tonight is the night. I don't know the lyrics. You have Connect with Crystals, chanting New Life. Read in reverse, Alone Time. calling back in reverse and playfulness. Listen, pal 2, I got hit with the urge of youth. Number 1, or just the most prominent energy here, is joy, youth, even innocence, laughter. Like, you are my crush right now. By that I mean the person I just crushed on. It's a celebrity. The reason I crushed on them was because they had so much joy in their eyes and just like innocence with that joy and happiness. And this is like a 55 plus year old man. Like, he is not, you would not relate innocence to a 55-year-old man, but there I was, falling in love with this whole huge Act Jackman. Here's the thing for you, pal 2. You have a youthful spirit. You have a youthful spirit. You, no matter how old you are, or maybe even in your youth, like, you're just youthful. Like, you have an innocence that is intoxicating. That's what people find so beautiful about you. That's what enhances any kind of physical beauty that you have. Speaking of physical beauty, you may have like a beautiful voice. You may have beautiful skin in some areas. You may have chubby cheeks. You may be a sweaty girly boy. You may be a sweaty person, or like an oily person is what I mean to say. You may be an oily person and you're like, darn this oily skin, but baby girl, baby boy, I call everybody girl, baby girl, that oily skin finna keep you looking young. You may have some features about you that are very cheruby baby. Maybe it's your cheekies. Maybe it's your body proportions that don't look like a child, but they're just, maybe you're petite. Maybe you just kind of have a certain innocence to you and your look, right? Again, them cheeks. Cute. Maybe you have big eyes. Maybe you just have like great eyelashes or something. Maybe your hair has a youthful luster to it. Or it could just really be your spirit, right? I'm just trying to describe like some physical aspects of beauty here from what I'm coming through. Even your movements, right? Maybe your movements are a little childlike, right? Maybe you get excited and do things like an excited baby. I'm grown. You can be grown and still go, like I do this, but like to my shoulders, it's, anyway. You can be youthful. You can be old. My grandmothers are old and they still do things that are so cute. They're so cute. It's like little baby, like little girls. Like, you're 80, 90, so I don't know how old they are, baby, but they're old. And they be acting like little girls. So it doesn't matter how old you is. There's this youthful antics about you that make people go, when they see you, pal. Yeah, I think some physical antics that you have, or physical features, right? I described a few, maybe big eyes, or a smaller face, or even a round face, or chubby cheeks, or creamy skin, or hair that's a certain kind of way, or even your voice could sound very just youthful and joyful, and full of life. Maybe your laugh, right? Maybe you sing, right? Maybe you're someone who like sings as they cook, or sings as they're shopping. That's like such a carefree vibe, very youthful, very joyful and innocent, just humming while you're moving around and doing stuff. I think maybe even in your innocence in the belief in a higher power, that submission and that acknowledgement and that youth in that, like, youth is a thing here, okay? If you're pal 2, type in youth, okay? Please, in the comments, type youth. I need to stop. I'm excited to see those comments. This is your beauty, pal 2. When people are around you, they can't help but feel like maybe things are gonna be okay. Maybe something good will happen. Maybe something new will happen. Like, you just have that vibe, and that's part of your beauty. And you know, it's true. There's so many people who we meet and they're just normal looking, like they don't stand out or whatever, because maybe they're not our type, or we don't care. Or they're just people. And then the more you know them, the more they, geez Louise, they just start to glow. How many years has Hugh Jackman been in the business? I saw an interview with this man last month or earlier this month, and I was like, where has this man been? What? So it's kind of like that, those vibes of when we see certain things in people, through them, they just look, they shine in our eyes, in our being. And that's you. Like, your beauty is more than just physical. Your physical features add to that, right? The glow in your eyes, the sparkle in your teeth, you know, in your smile, the unabashedness with which you move or do life with, whatever, that sort of just you. It's so you, and it's so beautiful, and it's so gorgeous, and it's so amazing, and it's so just captivating, Paltu. Captivating. You're playful, and people want to be around that. People want to be around that. People want to be around energies that elicit that from them, and energies that call that within them, right? It's a beautiful thing. There's something about your energy that undoubtedly calls. It's a siren song to other people's inner youth, other people's inner innocence, other people's just inner joy. And that's such a beautiful thing when you can make something. Let me tell you a secret. Let me tell you a secret. Okay? A secret I have learned is if you can make somebody love themselves in your presence, they will love you. That's a secret from loose fucking Lumiere to you. If you can do that, that's it. That's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. There's something here about you being adventurous. Also devout, right? Like, you're devout. You're committed to the Lord, God, the universe, whatever your thing is. You believe in something, and that's really beautiful. You make time for that, and that's really captivating and beautiful. Woo! That's beautiful. It's beautiful. 27, 28, 29. It's incredibly beautiful. You do make people go, huh, maybe me too. Like, you really do, like, draw that beautiful part in people out, where they go back to innocence, they go back to God, they go back to belief. They feel, oh, maybe there's something I'm missing, maybe there's something I need to add, right? You make people feel like they could be more than themselves from being with you, from being free. And it's a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. So maybe you have nice arms. Okay, you may have great shoulders that are beautiful in a way. It could be a really beautiful clavicle that you have as well. Your silence is peaceful, right? You moving is beautiful as well. You staying still, right? That silence in being and also being silent is a beautiful thing that you have. Your dedication to your craft, whether that craft is in your faith and your belief, or whether that craft is in your work, right? Your mission in life, what you do for work, or what you're passionate about. That's beautiful. That's what makes you stunting, right? You're just fun. Paltu, I don't know. You want to hang out? What are you doing the rest of this? What do you do? What else you got going on? Can we just hang? Can we just hang out? Because I don't want to really hang out with anybody else. Some people just be like, listen, life is hard enough, baby. Let's meet up and have a gas. Life is, baby, you are it. Okay? Can we just hang out? Because, no. You are someone who people like to be around because you don't need to be around them. Like, people like to be around you because you add instead of subtract, you give instead of take. And that's a beautiful thing. You don't need but you want. And that's nice. There's a difference between that. Needing isn't bad, but there's a certain kind of need that feels like pressure. You do beautiful things in your alone time. Most people don't have things that they do in their alone time. Most people are not doing things that they will say are worthwhile in their alone time. But something that makes you beautiful is in your alone time, you fucking dominating lands. You're doing all sorts of crazy stuff in your alone time. You're dabbling in this, you're dabbling in that, you're doing this and that. So every time you show up, you got a story. You got I was doing this, I was working on that. And it's like, what? Your alone time is filled with story. It's filled with joy. It's filled with greatness, right? It's like when you leave kids alone, they find something to do, babe. They don't need to be entertained. They can entertain themselves. And that's you. You don't need other people to entertain you. You find your entertainment with yourself. Like, you can do that. And that's a beautiful thing, because being with you is very rich. It's a rich experience. And that's a part of your beauty, Patois. It's a part of your beauty. Being with you is just this rich, girthy, gorgeous experience. It's full, it's brothy, it's umami, because you have a full life even when you're by yourself. You're doing something that is rejuvenating you and fills you up. Again, that passion. But whatever those hobbies are that you have, or whatever you enjoy doing. And the thing is, you could be, I don't think you're necessarily just watching TV, but even when you're watching something, there's so much depth in how you engage with that. You're not just watching it to watch and pass time. You're maybe engaging with it in a different way. Or you have crazy hobbies, right? Maybe you went skiing, or maybe you went skydiving, or maybe you went, whatever. Like, you're living life. You're not having life live you. You are living life, Pao-Tu. And that is so gorgeous in a world where a lot of people don't experience that. And you may be like, nah, Luce, people living, they're doing a thing because that's you, Pao-Tu. But people are not. Let me tell you that. They're not. Okay? You think that because you do it, and therefore you think others are doing it. But when you talk to other people and they say, oh, what did you do? And you say, oh, I did this and that and this and that. And then you go, what did you do? And they go, oh, nothing. Nothing. I just, nothing. Nothing. I don't know what nothing is. Like, surely you didn't do nothing. And I played video games. I read a book, it's fine. It's whatever. The same book, I read it 17 times. I read it again. I watched this show, I've seen it 7 times, or, it doesn't matter. I just watched it. It's on my phone, most of the time, just scrolling on social media and just hanging out, watching, whatever. And that's not bad, right? Like, those things are not bad. I'm not saying they're bad, but it's like, if you do it, you're like, I played this video game and the story behind it is just this, and, the cutscenes. And I was like, wow, I don't know. If you're scrolling, you're like, I saw this very interesting post, and like, you give life because you have life to give to whatever you're doing. Okay. If you're watching just doom scrolling or YouTube, or watching, mindless videos or whatever, not even mindless, you go, I saw this woman doing this thing, and I binge watched her entire channel, and I learned a skill now. This is what I'm doing. Like, you just, Patois. That's your beauty. I love it. Listen, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go, Pao-Tu. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I just love it. This is what people think of your beauty. Like, you just always got something going on, and you're going on. You got stuff going on. That's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. You're not afraid to be new. You're not afraid of trying something new. You're not afraid of being brand new. You're not afraid of, move. Like, you're not afraid, Pao-Tu. You're not afraid. You live. And that is your beauty. I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed this. I certainly did. I want to keep hanging out. I've stalled. It's the longest reading I've done this video. So I guess I'll see you next time, right? Maybe 34. Bye. Keep your light on and good luck. Hey, Pal4. Pal4, what do they think of your beauty? We're going to be looking at what your beauty even is. Like, what even is that for you? And then through that, obviously, we'll be seeing what that is through their eyes. So whomever this they is, that's weird. Yeah, okay. Fair. Oh, so they're the same. Listen, Pop 4. Yeah, we're gonna be looking at what your beauty is. I'm shuffling from several decks. And so far this reading has been really great. I do recommend that you watch till the end because a lot more, there's a lot of energies here, lots of different decks have something to say, and there is usually a general message. But I actually don't want this card. I'm gonna put this card away. This is peace. Like I feel like yes, this card belongs, but I'm also gonna put it back. Peace in protection is largely a message about being able to handle change. And perhaps that's something that you do well. Or perhaps it's something that's changing, being as it wants to be put back in the deck. It's an energy where calmness and well-being, in spite of temporary conditions, is sort of what's being called for. And perhaps that's you, and perhaps that was your beauty. It talks about finding harmony within yourself and not looking to the outer world to provide certainty and that things will pass. So perhaps this is something that, you know, you've been involved with in the past, where you usually used to be, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel or the light in the tunnel guiding people. And maybe now you're just kind of like, nah, no, if I'm going to freak out, I'm going to freak out. And that's me. Like, there is something beautiful about someone who is, oh, higher power, even better. Okay, I see. The changes changed aged. All right, yo, let's go. There is something beautiful about someone who's able to express themselves freely, express how they are freely, and even I'm twitching in my right neck, my right neck muscle. And these two were in the reverse, but they wanted to be in the upright. So a lot of change is going on here for you. A lot of change is going on here for you. A lot of like reflection points. I think maybe as a you person, you're sort of looking at things and looking at them in a new way. You feel me? Like, perspective is changing. I was at a conference a couple of days ago, or a week ago, last week, I think. And it's something that people say, but really when you really think about it, when you really practice it, it's something revolutionary. And I do believe that. When you believe that things are happening for you and not to you, nothing fundamentally changes. It's not like what happened changed, just your perspective about it changed. So rather than thinking with peace that I am in a storm and I have to be calm and I will find the harmony within, it's like, no, actually, there is no storm. It's the circumstances are still the same, but you're looking at the circumstances as, oh no, actually, like God's with me, higher power. Actually, like I'm being guided here. This thing is meant for my greatness. This thing is meant to build me in some way. This thing is meant to, it's happening for me, not to me. So externally, nothing changes necessarily, but everything changes. You feel me? So I feel like that's a change that is happening for you or to you. And that's really beautiful, Paul, for like you're really gaining some sense of stability. And I love that for you. I don't know what that has to do with your beauty, but that has everything to do with everything. We have massage, absolutely. And we see this is the point in my body that was twitching. This muscle here, this long muscle here that was twitching. And I love massage. Oh, I love massage. I've never seen this card before. It looks very creepy. Like there's multiple hands and just feet and body touches. I fucking love that. This is the kind of shit I want to paint. Ew. Maybe I will. But yeah, there's just this energy around you of peace, which was that card, peace in the protection. But in the protection, it says outward things might be happening, and it's just that you don't need to be affected by it. Energy work, massage, romanticism in the reverse, 3-3. I love that. Oh, it's crazy. Healing, 4, higher power, 4, higher power, 4, higher power, 4, higher power. New love in the reverse. This is crazy. This is a romantic deck, but romanticism in the reverse and new love in the reverse is kind of wild. I don't know what this reading is, Pal 4, but it's not the reading we signed up for. It's not the reading we signed up for. Okay, let's make it the reading we signed up for. I'm gonna try. You have a good body. People want to touch it. You got soft skin. Your body is strong. I feel like I had to say that to someone who was interjecting. Your body is strong. Your body has survived the most. Your body is strong. Shut up. Put some respect on it. Your body is strong. And there's something here about, gosh, there's such a vulnerability here. And it's like stunning, you know, like I'm kind of shook. There's such a vulnerability here. This feels like when the leaves fall in autumn, like when the leaves fall in fall. The trees are being stripped naked and they don't fight it. The trees don't hold on to the leaves. No, stay or I'll be naked. Stay or I'll be alone. No, stay. They don't do that. They just allow it to happen. It's part of it. The trees don't go, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Shit's getting fucked up. Shit's getting real. Oh no. They just go, just another day. This is just what it is. And that's very reminiscent to that higher power and peace card, you know? Where external circumstances to the trees, it's not. It's a higher power. That's just the way it goes. Like fall comes, the leaves fall, and new leaves come. Like that's just the circle and cycle of life. There will be spring, there will be summer, there will be fall, there will be winter, there will be a dormant season, there will be a rainy season, there will be a growth season. Like that's just life. And I don't know how this relates to your beauty and how they see your beauty. Maybe this is just how they see you. Like maybe you're just this person who's reached a Zen state. The fuck? Am I reading for Jesus? Jesus, are you there? Muhammad? Peace be upon them both. No, really, like, who are you? Are you some healer, some Reiki master, some pop? Like, what the fuck? Like, is Teal Swan watching this right now? Hey, Teal. That hair, you know? And there is that vulnerability in Teal. But anyway, moving on, Pal 4, you're stunning in a way that I can't describe. My neck, my back, that's crazy to say that right after such a spiritual way of trying to explain someone's beauty. But I'm looking at it, I see it. I don't know what they think of your beauty or what they see your beauty is or whatever here, but there's something so real about you. There's something so real about who you are, Pal 4. It's you, like you're in it. I have no idea how to describe beauty here, so I'm just gonna keep talking. I think maybe whoever picked on this, you just needed to hear it. Okay. Healing. Oh my God, it's all here. Your beauty is who you are. Your beauty is who you're becoming. Your beauty is how you feel. Your body is strong, and so is your spirit. The fact that you're watching this and are alive today is a testament to that. And it's not about you not wanting to be strong anymore or what have you. You just are. Just accept it. I don't know how to say that in a way that is, I don't know, just be like a tree. Whether the leaves fall or not, bless that. Because we all know, like the tree does, that it's going to grow leaves again. Seasons come and go and they're not bad. They just are. You know, it's just a fact of life. So what you've been through, what you've grown through, what you've gone through, it was just a fact of life, and now is a fact of life, and prosperity is also a fact of life, and peace is a fact of life. The higher power is a fact of life. You are a fact of life. What you want is a fact of life. Your desires are a fact of life. It's nothing special, but it's incredibly special. You feel me? Like, it's not new. It's not romantic. It just is. But it is new and it is romantic because it is. What? Your beauty could be the deep spiritual bond that you share with people or a particular person that you're thinking of. Your beauty has everything to do with who you are as a being, not just a physical body. And that physical body ends up holding that being. And therefore, that physical body becomes the most fucking beautiful thing ever. If you're asking what a particular person thinks about your beauty, this has everything to do with how you nourish your spirit and your soul, and literally nothing to do with how you physically present. Do you hear me? Do you understand? If you have hang-ups about your physical body, oh, I this, oh, yeah, no, baby girl, I call everybody girl. This has everything to do with your soul and your spirit. And the person for you or the people for you, however that goes, they're attracted to that. And that's the thing. Like, when we are attracted to that, it shows in how that person looks. I know people who said that person is the most attractive person to me in the world. And once they know that person more, they go, that person is so ugly to me. Ugh. Or where someone is just or just not really that conventionally good looking, is just someone who is looked at with googly eyes by their partner or people in their life or circle because of the essence of that person. It's got nothing to do with physical looks and conventional attractivity in the world. It has everything to do with the true essence of the person that body is holding. This is, I don't even know exactly. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I'm humbled. I am humbled. And this isn't romantic. This isn't, it is spiritual, but this is fact. This is a fact with a hard F. That's what I want you to type, Paul, for. In the comment section, I want you to type fact with a hard F. A fact. You, Pal 4, have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. You're it, dude. Like, what ascended master, what, like, current master, healer am I talking to right now? Because, baby, this is unreal, but it's so real. Definitely connect with spirit. Connect with spirit as your number one priority. Spiritual bonds are important. Tend to your spiritual connections. And be aware of who you really are. Like, don't get caught up in the trappings of fucking I don't want to say reality, but like in what you think you should look like to get what you want. Like, present well, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't show up looking crazy in a way that you don't align with. Like, present well. We're still living in a physical world, but at the same time, don't, like, so your relationship with spirit is number one. And that's gonna guide how you dress, how you present, how you do whatever you do to your physical being. Which you want to take care of your physical being. Why would you not? That holds spirit. The fuck? If the Pope was coming to your house, you'd clean that shit up, wouldn't you? You'd take the fuck care of it, wouldn't you? You wouldn't leave trash everywhere. You would take care of it. So take care of your body the way you would take care of a home that Jesus is coming to, or whomever, like God was coming to, knock, knock, knock. You know, like whomever is important in your life, maybe, right? Like an important person, you're like your boss. Put some respect on your body if you need to. Right? Like, we should do that anyway. Put some respect on our bodies. That's where our spirits live. And if we respect spirit, we gotta respect our bodies, taking care of it, etc. My neck, my back, my. Take care of it. I wish you everything. I gotta go. I can't hang out with you anymore. Like, what is this reading? This reading was longer than it needed to be. I was very flabbergasted. My guy. Type in 44444444444 in the comments to receive this message. Because this is really what it is. Like, this is really what it's about. It's really what it's about. Beauty is so physical. Beauty is so subjective. But it's the essence of the person. Like, it's the essence of that person that shines through. And we just go, oh, get into it. Yeah. 5151. Keep your light on. Good luck. I'll see you next time.